Now let's talk about the 65 cents. That's the portion of every dollar that should go towards your fundamental expenses. This is where the basics live. Things like the rent or mortgage, groceries, utilities, transportation, and any other must-haves that keep life running smoothly. And this is the trickiest part because these expenses have a sneaky way of ballooning out of control. You know how it goes. You get a raise and suddenly that old apartment feels too small, or you decide to upgrade your car, and what seems like progress can actually backfire when those upgrades come with higher rent and maintenance or insurance costs. Your expenses will grow to match your income unless you fight them off. And that's where setting a firm limit on your fundamental expenses makes all the difference. The 65% cap keeps your core expenses in check so that you aren't scrambling just to cover the basics. And I'm not going to lie, this is in many cases harder said than done, especially if you're living in an expensive city. And according to the Office for National Statistics, housing is the largest spending category, representing about 19% of the total weekly expenditure. So that includes things like rent or mortgage, interest payments, and utility bills. And then the second largest category is transportation, which makes up approximately 14% of household spending. And that includes things like vehicle purchases, maintenance, fuel, and public transport. Have a look at your own spending. Write down what your biggest spending categories are. Once you know where your money is currently going, you can then look for ways to optimize the biggest costs. Can you negotiate a better deal on your rent? Can you swap that daily commute for a more affordable option? It's not about cutting out the little joys in life. It's about finding ways to keep the big unavoidable costs under control